Hello, third grade. It's Mrs. Irwin. I'm here to work through Math 7-8 with you today as our fraction math lesson will be involving math word problems with fractions. Please get your math workbook and turn to page 367, and you're going to need a good pencil. You may pause this video until you are ready to work. On page 367, the directions say, draw diagrams or number lines if you need to. That means over in the work column, you should be drawing fraction bars or number lines to help yourself decide which of these fractions answer the question correctly, which one's larger. You're going to be comparing different size fractions in every one of the word problems. Please read the problems closely. And also make sure that if it asks more than one question, that you have more than one answer and that you are labeling your answers. The next part of the video allows you to pause as you work. Go ahead and pause the video until you are finished with word problems 1 to 3. Here's the answers for 1 to 3. Let's talk through it. Number 1. Roger's bookcase is 7/8 yards long, and Latanya's bookcase has shelves that are 5/8. Our question is, whose bookcase has longer shelves? I'm going to look for 7/8 here and 5/8. 7/8 is longer, so I go back in the problem and I notice that was Roger's. So my answer is Roger's bookcase, and then I can explain myself by saying when I compare 7/8 on the number line, that's larger than 5/8. Number 2, who buys more cheese? 3/4 of a pound for Rosa or 3/8 of a pound for Lucy? I'm going to compare 3/4 with 3/8. When I'm comparing these two number lines, I see that 3/4 is a bigger space. From 0 to 3/4 is bigger than 0 to 3/8. So 3/4 is greater than 3/8. That means Rosa bought more cheese. Number 3, Martha baked 8/4 of a dozen cranberry muffins. Vera baked 8/6 of a dozen. Who baked fewer muffins? I'm going to look at my diagram. This has 8/6 and it has 8/4. As you can see, when I line them up evenly, 8/4 is equal to 2 whole. So that is larger than 8/6. So 8/4 is greater than 8/6. So Martha had the most, which makes the answer to the question Vera. Vera baked fewer muffins because 8/6 is less than 8/4. Now on to numbers 4, 5, and 6. Use your pencil, work your problems out in your workbook. Remember to show some kind of diagram or number line to help you figure it out. Be sure to answer all of the questions that are asked. You may pause your video to answer number 4 to 6. Here's the answers for 4 to 6. Lester walks 3/4 of a mile to school. Bert said that he walks farther because he walks 6/8 of a mile to school. Is he correct? Let's compare 6/8 with 3/4. Here's where 3/4 ends. That is equivalent or equal space to 6/8. So they walk the same distance, so he is not correct. Number 5, Jack's family has a pickup that weighs 9/4 of a ton. Ruth's family has a car that weighs 9/8 of a ton. Is the pickup truck or the car heavier, and how do you know? I'm going to get a picture of 9/4, which is the yellow, and 9/8, which is the red. As you can see, 9/4 is longer, so it's greater than 9/8. So that makes the pickup truck owned by Jack's family to be the heavier vehicle.